water in Rondane is plentiful, but of course it varies by the year, and this year there is so much water. Everywhere is so wet, lots of marshes, lots of brooks, little turns where normally there are no turns this time of year. Very wet indeed this year, but of course this turn that I'm standing by here is normally always here. This is a huge one, it never dries out. It's called Skjerdalen, which means basically mountain lake. It has camping spots on its shores, and of course you can't swim in it, but be prepared. It is cold. It is extremely, extremely cold. I go here every year, but it always kind of freaks me out a little because it is such a far drop. Lots of water here this year as well. Lots of water everywhere. Yet another view of Lake Skjerdalen. There is the lookout point, right there. And at the start of the video I stood, well, around the corner, over there. You can't see it from here. There is Norway, which you'll see more of in another video, sooner or later. Hikers are guided around the national park by these red T's, the symbol of the Tourist Association, which you can find. Let's see, there was one, there's another, and there's a third. And they'll normally not be this close together, but they will be there to guide you along the right path. So if you keep watch for the yellow T's, it is hard to get lost. Stick to the path and watch for the T's. All the water you come across up here, except for what is obviously stagnant or really, really marshy, is completely drinkable and delicious. So that now when I've hiked for not quite an hour, starting to get thirsty, all I need to do is get out my little cup and get some water wherever I like. Yummy! Fresh and clean and ready chilled. Now here, we're coming up to some serious water. Don't know if you see it, but there it is. Lots and lots and lots of water. Whew. A better view. This is a much better view, and you can see the river even down among the trees. A river that I am going to cross at some point, hopefully, during this hike. Now here is something kind of interesting. This is an old shieling that was built, I don't know how many decades ago, was actually never used. Because right now I'm in disputed territory between the two valleys, the Skjerdalen Valley and the East Valley. This was built by people from the East Valley years and years and years ago. We're going to use it as a shilling. But it then was discovered that this actually is on Gudbrands Valley land. And so people from the Gudbrand Valley who are not exactly well known for their well, they're not necessarily the most people friendly, supposedly, according to their reputation. A bit stingy, a bit greedy perhaps, liking to have things their own way. So when they discovered that this had been built on their land, they refused to allow the East Valley people who had built it to actually ever use it. But not that they wanted to use it themselves. They didn't. It was never used, unfortunately, after the effort that had gone into building it. But if I can't have it, I sure as hell am not going to let you have it. So here we are, it's falling down. Hardly anyone even knows that it's there. Sad but true. Villmanndalen, Wild Man Valley, Skjerdalen, it's actually really called. This is the object of my hike today, and this is where it's starting to go downhill towards the valley. The trail gets pretty steep right here, and there is a waterfall at the midway point, which you can probably hear if I shut up for just a minute. The waterfall. I'm almost on the valley floor. There it is. See, the valley continues down there. What is so amazing about this place is that it's almost like a natural greenhouse, because as you see around it you have the typical relatively barren woodlands, mountain area with some woodlands. And going down, the plant life changes in this valley. The temperature may change. The fecundity changes. Something awful. It's a totally different place from what it is just a few meters up above. Let's see if I can get a shot down here. Yeah. I'm not going to go down there. I'm going to go down here. The plant life is already so much more abundant and so different. The question is, where will I be able to get down? Because this year there is so much water everywhere. And the question is, will I be able to pass this way, or will I have to go up and across around, which means there's no way to say for sure if I will ever really get to the end of the valley, but I will definitely try this way first. Just a word on the plant life first. It is so abundant. It's everywhere. There's so much of it. I can just smell it. Green growing things, fecund soil, plants, flowers. It's amazing. And I hear the waterfall in the distance. The regular path is impossible, I'm not surprised to discover. I'm going to have to try either turning back or go around the other side where there isn't really an established path, as you can see. But what can I do? I'm going to have to try here first, I think. Just out of curiosity more than anything else. I made it. I am across this first part here by walking that path instead of having to cross up and around. So far so good. Lots of water here, and now I'll have to find out what's around the corner.